Talk about Michael Steele, the chairman of the Republican National Committee. You've worked with Michael Steele for a long time. You know him. You wanted him to be chairman. Is that right?
Yes, I did. He's a good man, very decent man, and a tremendously talented man. I have great affection for Chairman Steele and respect for his abilities.
And you're an unpaid advisor to the RNC.
Like all good Republicans, you know, the party blows the horns. I try to help whenever I can.
So you heard Rudy Giuliani say just a little while ago here in the Situation Room, he supports Michael Steele, wants him to stay on, has a good track record helping the Republicans win in Virginia, New Jersey, Massachusetts. Keep it up. That's what Giuliani said. What does Alex Castellanos say?
Well, I hope we can, but, you know, Chairman Steele, I think, has lost the support of two important constituencies in the Republican Party. One is our most successful candidates, our leaders on the Hill in the House and Senate. They're the people who have won elections and who have a responsibility of carrying our party into the next election. But more importantly, he's lost the support of a lot of our major donors. The donors who provide the money, the lifeblood, the oxygen that the Republican Party needs to succeed on its mission to take back control of the House. And this is not about any one man. This is nothing personal. This is about a party that has a cause, and that is rescuing this country from bankruptcy. And we have a responsibility as Republicans, I think, to provide the support that our candidates need to do that. And right now, I don't think that you're seeing a lot of that money that is frozen. It's not coming into the party, and perhaps a change in leadership here would thaw that and allow that support to flow.
So what do you want Michael Steele to do?
Well, I think what you're going to see is you're going to see some of the members of the Republican Executive Committee, 3 from each state, the 2 National Committee people and the party chairman, are going to need to have a little come to Obama meeting or come to Jesus meeting. A lot of people think it's the same thing in this town, and either come to terms with Chairman Steele on what he's going to do and conduct himself through the next election, or else take a different direction. And I think sometimes a change in leadership would be a good thing.
You want him to resign?
Well, I think that's up to them. I think that a change in direction now at this point would do the party good.
So you want Steele to resign?
Well, I think a change in direction
for the good of the party?
For the good of the party would be good. Again, it's not about one person, but without that financial support, look, we're not going to be as successful as we need to be for the country, and that's important for all of us. Look at the RGA, the Republican Governors Association. They have over $30 million on hand. The RNC has a fraction of that, $10 million. There is a lot of support out there, and that's the good news for the Republican Party. There is a broad base of support. The National Republican Congressional Committee, Guy Harrison, doing a fantastic job. Nick Ayers at the Republican Governors Association, fantastic job. Rob Jesmer at the Senate Committee, doing a terrific job mobilizing Republicans. But we can't have one hand, the RNC, tied behind our back.
So just to be precise, Alex Castellanos, if I hear you right, saying the party would be better off if Michael Steele, on his own, decided to resign.
Well, I think that's a decision for the chairman to make himself. But I do think that without the support of our major donors and without the support of our leaders on the Hill, our party won't be as successful. And I think the Executive Committee needs to look at this and say, you know, we still have 7 months to go to pull our act together. Should we suffer through 7 months as we are, or do we in fact need to make a change now? I think a change at this moment would be a good thing.
You'll stay on as an unpaid advisor to the RNC?
I have, you know, Wolf, I've lost my ability to be of service, I think, to the RNC, and that's happened for quite a while. It's not uncommon. A lot of people have found me less than useful, so no, I've stepped away from the RNC.
All right, Alex Castellanos, thanks very much for talking very candidly on a subject I know very, very close to your heart.
Thank you, Wolf.
Thank you. Let's check in with Jack for the Cafferty File. Jack.
One of the great lines I've ever heard. A lot of people have found me less than useful.